Hello. Sorry, I'm just getting started. And I need to add the TikToky. Okay. How's everybody's day? My day was busy. It's been busy, which has been good. Like I said, last month and the month before it was crazy slow. So I'm happy to actually have some work to do. Like I actually have stuff to do, which is nice because I do enjoy sitting at home and like getting the rest that I need. Like I enjoy sitting at home and getting rest. But I do like working. I enjoy my job. I enjoy creating content. So it's nice that I get to do all that and actually get to groom dogs. So today I had 5 dogs, which was nice. Yesterday I had 6. So I'm staying busy. So I kind of figured that it would be a little bit busier. A little bit busier for February, but it's definitely been busier than I even expected it to be. So I'm happy to hear that. And March, I'm going to be going out of town to a grooming convention called which one is it? Groomed. I think it's in Atlanta. I'm really excited about that. I haven't been since COVID. That's how long it's been. And when I went for COVID that year that everything shut down for COVID, that was the very first time I had ever been to a grooming convention. So I'm really excited about getting the opportunity to do that again. One of the brands that I'm working with is like putting me up in a hotel and all that stuff. So I'm excited. All right. I have to remember where we stopped off yesterday. I can't remember. I am reading Shari Franke's book, The House of My Mother. I'm trying to remember where we stopped off yesterday. If anybody remembers where we stopped off yesterday, please let me know because I'm struggling. Let me look at... Okay. It looks like we did chapter 21. And it looks like we're on chapter 22. Yeah. And Burn It or Be Damned. Let me finish this. Have you guys read this book? Have you heard anybody else reading it? Hey, Holly, you're right on time. Has anybody read it? Have you heard anybody reading it? It's been so good so far, Lisa. Like, so good. So far, today's the 4th day that I'm reading. So if you want to go back and listen to the previous chapters, you can go on my YouTube. Hey, Jody. You can go on my YouTube and click on the playlist for this book. Thank you, Holly. I really appreciate it. Jody, if you want, you can DM me your address and I'll just share it with you whenever I'm done. Yeah. But if you don't want to send me your address, I'm reading the entire book on my YouTube, and it's all listed in the playlist. So you can just go through each one. But if you don't have the time to do, thank you, Holly. If you don't have the time to do that, then I don't mind sharing this book with anybody who wants it. Just send me a DM. Like, if you want to hold the copy in your hands and physically read it yourself, I'm happy to share this book. Like, money is tight. We do not have to purchase every single book that we want. You know, we can share, and that'll make it a little bit easier for everyone who wants the book, because you don't have to spend your own money, and we can just, you know, pay for shipping, which a book like this for shipping would probably be like $6. So it's not a lot. Hey, Linda. Yes, you have a lot of catching up to do. That's okay, though. The book has been really good so far. The chapters have been really easy to read. She's documented and detailed a lot of information, And somebody got mad at me for comparing her book and Jipocrit's book, but I'm like, I'm not comparing like their ABUSE. I'm comparing how the book is written, the content, the details, the grammar, like all of those things. And this is a much more refined and well-written book than the one that Gypsy and Melissa Moore did. Like, that book was just not put together very well. It jumped back and forth a lot, which really confuses the reader, because it's not an accurate timeline of, you know, like start of life to where she's at now. So it's, Jody, yes, I did read Gypsy's book. It's on my YouTube channel as well. So her book is very confusing to the reader, whereas this is very easy to understand. It goes in a timeline, a sequence of events. And I think that if Gypsy's book had done that, it would have been a little bit easier to comprehend, but it bounced back and forth a lot. And that's what was confusing to some people. And I think the reason why they did that with her book in specific is because there are so many untruths in that book. If they put it all in sequential order, it would have been a lot easier for the reader to tell that they were all fabricating the information that was in the book. So by jumping back and forth and all over the place and, you know, playing hopscotch in the book, they can avoid accountability and manipulate the reader into thinking that what just happened a minute ago in the last chapter didn't just happen. You know what I'm saying? So it was definitely like a book filled with mental gymnastics where they were playing on the reader's yes, it was very contradictory, very difficult to follow. It just was not a well put together book at all. And this one is much different because, like I said, it's going in sequential order. I mean, she talks about her mother before she was born, getting married to her dad. She talks about her dad before, you know, before her dad met her mom. Like, it talks about everything, and it does not highlight like her parents' sexual life like Gypsy's book did, which I thought was incredibly disgusting. So there are a lot of differences, and I can say with 100% certainty that I have a lot of respect for the writers of this book because of how they've put everything together, the details that are in it, the descriptions that are in it, the way that you are able to emotionally connect with her, like in real time while you're reading it. You can almost put yourself in her shoes, experiencing what she was experiencing at the time she was experiencing it. And that's what a good book does. it transforms you into the place and time where the writer is at. And so that's why I'm really enjoying reading this book, because it's like, a flashback into history. It was a mess. Her book was an absolute mess. Oh, I'm so glad you're here, Buffy. Thank you for coming in. You guys don't have to buy Gypsy's book if you don't want to. I have a PDF that is free. It's free. All you have to do is email me and I will email you the PDF if you want it. Like, you don't have to spend money on her book. And if you want this book, but you can't afford to spend the money, let me know and we'll just do like a Sisterhood of the Traveling Books situation, and we'll just mail from one person to the next. That way everybody's getting an opportunity to read the book without having to physically pay for it. Okay, so we are on chapter 22, which is Burn It and Be Damned. Are you hearing a lot of static? I'm so sorry. Let me try to pull you a little bit closer so that maybe it's the mic. There shouldn't be any noise in the background. Like, I don't